Hi, this is Rich, back with the multi-part series covering the richwithpoints.com website. Today's video is going to cover the card ranking section. So when you first come to this page, there's a lot going on, first of all. There's a lot of things here. So we've got all the cards listed. You've got this first card ranked as number 1 with some category points earning showing here. In an initial version of this page, I had all the cards showing all the points that they earned, and it was just so much. It was just too much clutter. The whole point of this is to bubble up what the best card is based on your filters that you put in. So I made it to where just one card will show at a time. So if you click on any of these cards, it will show you the top earning categories for that particular card. So you don't have to leave the page to kind of get a sense of what the earning is for these cards and a little bit about the card in a small summary here. Clicking on any of these cards on this page won't take you away from the page. So you can feel free to kind of just look at it from a 4,000 foot view for each card without leaving. Now, if you click on it again, then it will leave and go to the big detail card page we covered in a previous video, or by clicking on the name. But just by clicking on the card initially, you're not going to leave the page. Now, the point of this whole page, we're going to find the best card for you based on criteria that's important to you. So you can see over here this category priority. We've got listed all the categories. Right now they're all 0 priority. And so if you don't have any particular priorities, and there's some filters over here which we'll go over as well, we by default don't include any co-branded partner cards. I'm gonna go ahead and just turn that on because that's fine. And that will include any partner cards. So these are airline cards and hotel cards and so on. So any cards that have a partner to the bank to make this card. I'll turn that on, but by default it's not on. So if you want it on, it'll remember this when you leave and come back. It'll remember all these filters. So you can turn it on, leave it on if that's how you want it, or off, and it'll just remember that going forward. If you come over here to the priority section, you can tell the system what is important to you when determining what the best card is. So for example, look, my main thing is groceries, right? And the other main thing for me is dining. That's really all I care about, is groceries and dining. Well, guess what? The number 1 card for groceries and dining, everyone knows, is the American Express Gold. So boom, there you go. So it basically takes the earning points for each of the cards, prioritizes the ones based on what you've said are your priority. Now, you don't have to crank all these up to 10. So if dining is important, but it's not as important as groceries, maybe it's half as important. And then the other thing that's important to you is I need a good catch-all as well, that kind of thing. And then also I want it to be great for airfare, that type of thing. Now, groceries, you ranked it so important that American Express Gold is gonna stay at the top. But if you cranked it down a little bit, then because you're getting 10x on airfare when you compare it to other systems with the point equalizer. Now, if you don't want the point equalizer on that we've talked about in another video, you can uncheck that and it'll take that away. And now we're not comparing points values across systems. We're just taking the point value at face value. I recommend leaving this on because it's going to give you a better comparison across ecosystems for the credit cards. But just coming back over here, so you can toggle these however you want to make it what is important to you. I use digital wallet payments for every little thing. We all know that the Reserve has the digital wallet 3x on everything. So that really cranks that up in the ranking. So you can play around with this, make things as important or as not as important as you want. If you sort of painted yourself into a corner and you're like, oh, I'd like all of these to be a little more important so I can downgrade just one of them, then you can just do this and it'll suggest all of them at once in their current configuration. And then you can say, you know, now I can say now car rentals are not, I don't really care about car rentals, but everything else is important. And then you can just hit reset and it'll just snap everything back to 0. As for the filters, you can specify, I only care about American Express, Capital One, and Chase. Don't give me any other cards, and then it'll just utilize those particular banks / credit unions that you've specified. Same goes with co-branded partners. So if you only wanted certain partners to be included in the ranking, you can do that there. I'm just going to clear this out. You can say, I don't want business cards, I only want personal cards, and vice versa. I only want business cards. And then I only want cards that are able to transfer to travel points in some way. Or I just want cash cards, don't bother me. And then you have the membership status modifiers. I recommend always leaving this on because you're never not going to get the hotel membership status points. We'll go over that in a separate video, but basically if you have a Hilton card, you get X amount points added to your modifier for hotel stays. This enables you to turn this off if you don't want that on. There's really no reason why to turn this off. And then quarterly bonuses. So some cards offer quarterly bonuses like the Freedom Flex. When you're in the quarter, we have added whatever quarterly earning categories there are. Those will be included in the ranking. So if that category is important to you and we're in a quarter where the Flex is earning 5x on a certain quarter, that will be included in this ranking. If you don't want that included, just uncheck that and it won't be included in that. And then if you want to exclude cards with annual fees, you can do that here. And if you want to exclude cards that don't have sign-up bonuses, so if you're like, yeah, that's great that this card is the #1 card for me, but I only want to apply for cards that have sign-up bonuses, you can exclude ones without sign-up bonuses. And then same goes with processors. I only want American Express or Discover or whatever. And then down here, you can include, exclude, or make them your card exclusive. So you only want to show your cards in this, or you can exclude your cards or have all the cards plus your cards. And then you can pin this or not pin this. So if this is, you want more room just to look around on the thing, you can just unpin that. To get it back, you just click there and it'll slide in and you can use it and then click away and it'll go away. Or you can just pin it right here and then it'll stay there and it'll remember whatever your last thing is. And then for mobile devices, this will never be on the side because obviously there's not enough room. So it'll always be a little blue button, actually this blue button at the bottom corner of the screen. Just click that, it'll slide over and you can choose all your stuff. And then it'll slide away when you're done. So that's the card ranking page. Appreciate you watching. Like and subscribe, comment below. Any suggestions that you have, feel free to put them in the comments. I'm happy to answer if I can. But thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next video about the next section.